Mike from CMS Critic. I'm here at the 1&1 offices in Karlsruhe, Germany, and we'll be talking with 3 separate people to kind of give you the entire rundown of 1&1, who they are, what they do, and talk a little bit about the My Website product and the new version that's going to be coming out shortly. To start off with, I'm going to speak with Elias. He's the VP of Product Management for My Website. So thanks for joining me today.
Great to hear you.
Can you start off by just sort of telling my viewers a little bit about 1&1? And you can start off, I guess, probably the easiest thing to do would be to tell us a bit about your background and who you are and how you came to be with the company first.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Okay.
It's great to have you here. From my personal background, I'm here with 1&1 for more or less 1.5 years.
Okay.
And before that, I have a strong background in consultancy. So I did a lot of insurance companies, banking, finance stuff, but also telecommunication.
Okay. And now about 1&1 specifically, maybe you can give us kind of a high level about the company.
So 1&1 is part of a bigger company. It's called United Internet. 1&1 itself has a quite large experience in the internet business. It exists more than 27 years now.
Okay.
And there's a global footprint in 10 markets. So we operate worldwide, and we have more than 50 million customers already.
So a fairly substantial size.
Definitely.
What other brands are attached to 1&1 right now that people might recognize?
We have several brands in our market. I think beside 1&1, we have Fast House in UK.
Okay.
And Arsys in Spain. I think those are probably the most internationally recognized ones.
Okay. Now specifically, you've got a new version of your website builder product, which is called My Website. And version 8 is going to be coming out fairly soon. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course, of course. So what's new in version 8 is basically a continuous focus on the overall product. So the key components of website 8, which basically just launched. So it's already live, it's available out there.
Okay.
It's all about 2 main focus areas. So the one is really like easy onboarding. So it's especially as we focus on small and medium businesses, it's substantially important for them to have an easy onboarding process, an easy guide to their website. So that's one of the first parts. So we really help them to get within the first minutes a very nice understanding of what they will get as their final result. And the second one, I mean, it has been everywhere in the media that Google updated their search algorithm recently.
Right.
And so we've really focused on getting found online. And so we launched a new central dashboard in our product, so to say. It's called the Get Found Online Success Center. No, it's actually not. Damn it. It just changed
Online
the name.
Success Engine.
It's Online Success, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So it's called the Online Success Center, and it is it's set up like a guide to really easy step-by-step approach to the key components of search engine and online directory results.
Okay.
So, and as a really nice additional development is basically the new version, you have the capability to edit your website from everywhere. So we do tablet editing, so wherever you are with your tablet, you can basically change parts of the website and maintain the website. So bring new informations to your presence, inform your customers from everywhere.
Okay. And you've got, now with My Website, as we were talking about before we started doing the video, there's a number of different products that are out there in the website builder market now.
That's true.
So what is you think is the key differentiator between yours and the other ones that are out there? If you explain a little bit about
Sure,
that.
of course. I think it really started the product setting as one of the first things. We don't see us just as a website builder, so we have more the idea of bringing a all-including package for online success. So it includes a free domain, branded email for the customer. It has tools to optimize for SEO, for search engines. It could help sending out newsletters. We have a newsletter tool, for example, and we have a really in-depth integration to social media networks. So it's more about getting a full package and full solution than rather just building a website. And the second thing, I think that's really something that comes out of a partnership or trust perspective. We really want to be a trustful partner for our customers, and that really starts with support. So we have 24/7 support, and we have chat, we have dial-in phone lines, we have online help, all the things to really support our customer all the time. In case they're facing something they don't understand or they need help in any way. So I think those
Perfect.
two. Yeah.
And we're going to be expanding a little bit too on the support aspect as we go further. This is going to be a 3-part interview, so there'll be a second piece where we talk a little bit more about customer service. Any final things that you think you'd like to address or comment on?
Yeah, I think one other thing, it will be presented in more detail later on, but I think that's also something that differentiates us from most of our competitors in the market, is that we thought our service idea and our partnership idea one step ahead, and since more than a year now, for all the customers that really have a timing issue or just are not able, even without such an easy solution as we provided, to set up their own web presence, we have a dedicated offering, a full service offering, where basically web professionals and designers are working 24/7 for our customers, if they want to use that.
And is that, so maybe we can talk quickly about that as well. So you've got your standard package,
Correct.
right, which whatever the pricing we'll discuss later, we can show that on the site. So I'll provide some more details for that for those of you who are interested. And then you've got a second offering where you have designers and developers that can design a site for the person as well,
Exactly.
put up for them. Okay.
Exactly.
And whereabouts does that fit in the pricing structure? Do you have a rough estimate you can provide?
Yeah, definitely. So our packages are basically in between 10 to 20 euros, or dollars.
Okay.
And the full service offering varies. So we basically have an interview with our customer and then identify which amount of service is required. If they really just, let's say, just need to have their web presence set up and maintained, or if they really want to go into online marketing, into social media interaction. So let's say top of the line product is about $99.
Okay.
So which is still fairly priced.
Yeah, definitely. And considering the average website, at least in North America, is between 3,000 and 6,000,
Correct.
consider that fairly reasonable. Excellent. Well, thanks very much. It was nice
Thank
to
you.
talk with you. Hi everyone. For the second part of this interview, we're speaking with Sabina. She's a product analyst for my website, and we're going to discuss a little bit more about the support and service offerings that come with my website, which I think is a pretty strong differentiator between some of the other offerings that are out there. So one of the things we had talked about when we first met was I was mentioning that some of the complaints that we hear back from some of the bigger players in the website builder market are that the service and support area might be a weakness, let's put it that way. So can you talk a little bit about your role first? We'll start off with that, and then we'll get into how you think your product offering sort of exceeds that.
Yeah, my role is I'm a product analyst. That means that I'm analyzing customer feedbacks, quality feedbacks, 5-star ratings, the contact reasons to optimize the customer care processes, but also to give input to the product management to develop the product.
Okay, so part of what you mentioned there was the 5-star ratings. Let's touch a little bit about on that. So we've got on your website, people who are satisfied or dissatisfied with the product are able to go there and are able to live rate the product. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So the 5-star rating is including 5 stars, and it's like an Amazon rating, and the customer can say, yes, can give feedback about product, what he wishes to optimize, and yes, we have a good database to have this input and optimize.
And how many people roughly have used this tool so far?
About 52,000.
Around 52,000, and then where do you stand on the rating out of 5 right now?
It's currently 5.1
5.1.
of
5.1 out of 5.
5.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible. So,
4.1.
4.1?
No,
4.1.
Okay, so let's start again. So out of the,
Nice try.
yeah, I was gonna say 5.1 out of 5. Whoa, achievement unlocked. So, and blooper reel is done. So out of the 5-star rating right now, where do you currently stand?
Currently we have 4.1.
4.1,
Yeah.
so quite a good rating, all things considered, with 50,000 people putting a vote in, so very, very good. Can you talk a little bit about what the different support options are that, so people are frustrated with the product, or people are confused, or they need some assistance, how can they get a hold of you guys? Can you expand a little bit about on that?
Yeah, you know, our ultimate goal is to reach the best possible customer satisfaction, and especially for the customer service, we need to guarantee the best reachability over all contact channels, so that the customer has it easy to contact us, to get help, can talk about his concerns, and we have this option 24/7. He can call us, mail us at any time, chat with us, live chat, and these are the options. And secondly, we closely focus on understanding the customer's needs. For example, our My Website by Expert team, with its professional web designers, creates the customer's own unique website that enables the customer, of course, to totally focus on his own business operations. And the third thing is that we provide in our support or customer service customized, but also the quickest possible resolution for the customer. We have a CRR, contact resolution rate, of approximately 85%. So 85% of our customers get a resolution in first contact.
Very good. Okay. And what, can you just talk a little bit about the feedback that you've seen that's coming in from some of the customers that are using the tool? What is the typical customer saying about My Website today?
It's easy to use.
It's a big one. Okay.
It's easy to use. It's of course flexible. You can, if you want, you can. You don't have to, but you can use the CSS. You can program if you want. You have a lot of features and apps. You can optimize to get in Google. You have a lot of options. It's flexible, and it's of course easy to use.
So the live chat and the phone, let's say for customers that are based outside of where you guys are right now, so North American customers, where are they connecting to when they call? Are they getting people here in Europe? Is the contact center here, or is it North America? Whereabouts is it?
Yeah, for US, it's US centers.
It is a U.S. center. Okay, perfect. So there's no issues as far as, language or barriers or anything along those lines. Perfect. Okay, so centralized support, that's good. And then a 4.1, shooting for a 5.1 out of 5 rating. So that's good. And positive feedback for ease of use, lots of different options. So you've got phone, email, and live chat.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Phone, yeah, sure.
Phone, email, and live chat. Perfect. Right on. Well, thank you very much. Nice chatting with you. Hello, everyone, again. This is the third part of the interview. Today we're going to be talking with Joachim. He's the head of product development for My Website. So let's chat a little bit about the product. We've heard about the support. We've heard a little bit about one-on-one in general. Maybe you can expand a little bit on the feature set that differentiates My Website from the other ones that are out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so My Website's product development team focuses on 3 main areas. One is what we call be present.
Yeah.
That's all it takes to get online fast and easy with a great looking website.
Okay.
And there we do things like responsive designs. All our designs, we have around 150 to 100 designs, are fully responsive, so you get full native feeling on all sorts of devices. The other thing we do in the Be Present part is industry orientation. It's very important for us. So imagine you run a bakery. So what you want to do is set up a website that has bakery content.
Right.
But where do you get all this content from? Like text suggestions, images, perhaps some specific apps. So what we do with our product is we support up to 200 different industries with specific content. So we have the largest image pool, a free image pool in the product.
Okay.
For all use cases you can imagine. We have an apps portfolio, an in-website apps portfolio of around 500 apps.
Wow.
And we suggest text blocks for your site. So reason being is that we found out that many of our customers, they start with a blank website.
Mm-hmm.
They sit in front of it and need to think about some text to put there.
It can be tough getting started.
No idea. It's
Yeah.
really blank on this. So
Yeah.
we try to provide suggestions so that they get some ideas of what they could write.
Perfect. That's very cool. So you've got like stock images basically that you've made available, text blocks for people just to give them recommendations, and I guess they come with probably predefined pages and stuff like that, like an about and a contact and that type of stuff. Okay, that's cool.
So and the apps. I mean, imagine for instance for restaurants, it's obvious you need table reservation.
Right.
So we have a fleet of table reservation tools that you can easily drag and drop into your website to cater for that use case. We have also apps for hotels, for instance. Hotel reservations. So same thing. For car dealers, we have connected to all sorts of used cars platforms, so you can immediately connect to them to promote your own cars onto other places on the internet.
Very cool.
And so for all different industries, you find a fleet of specific apps that help you run your business and be present.
Okay, so once the customers got their website up and running, obviously the next goal is going to be search engine optimization, so making sure that you can get yourself found. You talk a little bit about the technology and the tools that you guys provide to help people.
Yeah, that's the second big topic we focus on. So, I mean, it's nice to have a great website, a nice looking website in particular, but it's completely useless if no one finds it.
Right.
So how do we help our customers get found on the internet? There's different things we do. First of all, we've just launched with version 8 a new system which is internally called Semantic Data. And what we do is we decorate all customer information with schema.org and Open Graph, the Facebook Open Graph tags, so that both search engines can easily find and interpret the customer content. So here we talk about the usual stuff like email address, phone number, opening hours, content of your menu card for restaurants. All that is decorated in schema.org and Open Graph, and then both search engines and Facebook can crawl it, interpret it, and put it on their respective portals. That's a unique offering, by the way. We're very proud on that, and see that the SEO ratings, the rankings are really picking up.
And there's a piece called, you had talked about before, like Get Local or something like that, or Get Listed, which allows companies to push themselves out so that you've got a unified presence. Can you expand on that a little bit for us?
Yeah, so I mean, it's important to have a website that is well prepared for SEO. And I just explained one feature we do, but that's not all. You also need to have off-site optimizations, as we call it. So what we do with our new List Local product, which is also integrated into my website tool, we help customers spread out their information on all sorts of listing portals and social platforms. So it's kind of a one-click product. You type in your data once, you press the button, and it's replicated to up to 50, 60 directories depending on the country.
Right.
By the way, we run this product in 10 different countries.
Hmm.
And if you multiply that by the number of industries and the specifics of the countries, you see that we really deal with some complexity.
Fairly comprehensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So now you've got the SEO piece done, you've got your design chosen. You want to be able to use, obviously, your website wherever you are. So can we talk a little bit about the mobile aspect? You've got, my understanding is you've got a bunch of apps that you can use from both your phone and your tablet. Can you expand a bit on that?
Yeah. Yeah, obviously, mobile makes a big difference.
Yeah.
So we address mobile in several different ways. First of all, as I said, all designs are responsive, truly responsive, so they are optimized for mobile usage. Second, we just redid our mobile editing experience. So the entire editor is available as a web app on tablets.
Okay.
So that's a very important use case nowadays, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And the third thing we do is we provide additional mobile apps, like our analytics app, which you can pull out anywhere, anytime to see what your traffic does, if it goes up, down, whatever. We think that's an important use case for anybody who runs a serious website. He's interested, obviously, in traffic.
Yeah, for sure.
So we make it available everywhere. And the second mobile app we launched some months ago is our mobile blogging app. Here it's not about traffic, it's about creating content on the fly and uploading it to your website.
Okay.
And it also comes with a neat thing. It contains a commenting feature, so it actually pushes the content into the blog on your website, and those comments or articles can be commented. And whenever somebody does that, you get push notifications on your phone,
Oh, okay.
Telling you, oh, you got a new comment from some of your visitors, and you can respond immediately.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty slick. Okay. So we've got the design up, we've got the SEO piece done, we've got mobile apps. Anything else you want to touch on about my website that sort of makes it unique?
Yeah, so apart from this industry orientation that we try to differentiate on, and to what I already explained about the get found and SEO stuff, I would like to touch on our new online success center, because it's very difficult for our customer base, which are small SMBs, to get them create proper content that is unique and suitable for getting found on the web. That's a pretty complicated task.
Yeah.
So we invented this success center, which runs you in steps through the rather difficult process of creating unique content that is search engine optimized. And that just launched with version 8 a few weeks ago.
That's good, because one of the things that I think has been seriously lacking and it's not even just with website builder specific tools, but in just CMS in general, is there are not very many tools out there that kind of take advantage of the opportunity to teach someone how to do something better, right? So anybody can get on, anyone can write a blog, and anyone can get on, anyone can start posting articles and content. But if the experience isn't teaching you how to do it as best you can, then that's a loss, I think, a lost opportunity there, right? So it's very cool you guys have something that's sort of guiding people through the right way to produce solid content that's going to really effectively benefit the end user. That's the whole point of content in the first place, right?
Right, and you also need to realize who actually is using that tool, who's the customer.
Yeah.
As I said, we are addressing small businesses, like up to 10, 20 employees. Typically, these companies have little knowledge about web tools and website building and stuff.
Yeah.
But still, it's not one customer base. There's still people in this target group that are advanced in creating and dealing with online tools. There are others who do it for the first time.
Yeah.
So what kind of product and user interface and UX should be provided to cater for all different customer segments. So what we did is we spent a lot of time into researching who the user personas are. And we investigated with big data approaches to really find out who they are, and we categorized 4 different user personas in a kind of on different steps on the advanced level. Like people who are advanced, get into a different persona category compared to those who are less. And now we have these 4 different personas, and we address our product development particularly to these personas. We know roughly the percentage of our customer base in which segment they fall.
Yeah.
And when we do feature development, we put ourselves into the shoes of a particular persona and build the feature for them, dedicated in the most suitable fashion.
Very cool.
So that's kind of what we do behind the scenes to in our attempt to create a product that really fits everybody and every purpose.
Excellent. So let's end on the final note of somebody's looking, they've heard all the great stuff about my website. How can they get started with it? Can you talk a little bit quickly about where they go to sign up for my website?
Sure, yeah, you go to oneandone.com or the respective websites in the other countries, like here it's one.de.
Right.
And we have different dedicated landing pages in all countries. You go there, you click on my website, you sign up. It's a 30 days free trial, so just go there, try it out. And the first steps, you do is you pick a website design. We just recently launched a new way to do that. It's a nice selector of designs. You pick one, and then the website is created on the spot. And you send to the editor, and you can start off right away.
Perfect. Right on.
Try it out.
They will do that. Okay, so for those of you who are interested in checking out my website, I'll put a link in the bottom of this review, or pardon me, this interview, and you can go ahead and click on that, try it out for a 30-day free trial. By all means, please feel free to leave comments to let us know what you think of the tool, and of course we'll pass that back to one-on-one so they can have that additional feedback and aim for that 5.1 out of 5 rating, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned, watch for a product walkthrough that's going to be coming shortly. Thanks very much for your time, appreciate it.
Thank you.